You too. What up? Right now, I just want to give my little recap of the All Star game with the All Star weekend in general. But I'm gonna get into the All Star game. But the All Star weekend as a whole was complete trash. To put it all in a nutshell, the most exciting thing to me was the 3-point contest. That includes the original 3-point contest and then Steph Curry versus, I want to get this girl name right, Sabrina. Yeah, Sabrina. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Sabrina. And she shot from the men's 3-point line, which I salute her for, because she knew that it was kind of like a lose-lose situation for Curry, but it was good for the WNBA and Sabrina and what she got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I salute her for trying to make it fair as much as possible, and salute to she only lost by 3 points, so that's definitely a good thing on the WNBA's part. And the short take about the WNBA, I'm gonna say is whenever they get Caitlin Clark, Angela Reese, old girl from USC, she a freshman right now. I can't think of her name right now, so forgive me, because she really be putting up buckets. Like, she is a bucket. She is a stud. Like, she really better than Angel Reese. I don't know her name by heart, but she plays for USC. I know what I'm talking about, but she's a bucket. Paige, what's her name? Paige, she played for UConn. But she finna return to school, so whenever all them girls go to the WNBA, they gonna tear that motherfucker up. So they gonna go crazy. So we just gotta wait a little bit longer until they enter the league. So it'll bring some excitement. But the All-Star weekend itself, the dunk competition was complete garbage. The Jaylen Brown dunk, I spoke about that shit a little bit on my reaction video. I'm like, bro, when I saw that shit live, when Jaylen Brown tried to cover up his eyes with his arm on the slick after he did the dunk, like, it was crazy. And what I'm gonna say about the dunk contest is, yes, I agree that the stars need to participate in the dunk contest, and I think it's multiple factors on why they don't. One, I feel like I'm gonna have to keep it all the way 100. LeBron does have some influence on why players don't participate. If LeBron ain't got to do it, I don't have to do it. But it's another perspective where you can be like, nigga, you ain't Bron, so you need to prove yourself, so you need to get your ass out there. And then second, the social media era. If you have a bad dunk or a bad dunk contest like Jaylen Brown did, you gonna get trashed. Just like why niggas don't really compete like that in the All-Star game, which I'm gonna get to in a minute, because they don't want to get clowned. When's the last time you saw a nigga get rocked and he fell? If I can vividly remember, it was Kyrie Irving when he crossed up Brandon Knight back in 2013, 2012. I remember that. I was watching that shit live with my own eyes. That right after that game, right-handed guy, if I'm lying, God strike me down. I went out there, got a basketball, covered it up with a plastic bag, and I was dribbling. Swear to God, after Kyrie Irving crossed up Brandon Knight like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's how All-Star game, that's how the All-Star weekend was to me as a kid growing up. It was a Super Bowl to me. I ain't give a fuck about the Super Bowl growing up as a kid. I appreciate it now. But back then, All-Star break was everything to me, man. And the All-Star game itself, I really don't give a fuck no more. I cut it off again, so this was my second straight year of me cutting off the All-Star game before it ends. And I honestly think last year was worse than this year, but the East got to 211. I actually thought the West was gonna blow them niggas out, because they got the star power, they had the length, they had the height, but they were just out there bullshitting around. Let's keep this shit all the way 100. And the East, they knew that, so they were like, okay, we're gonna try to get a little bit of a lead. And shout out to Dame, he won All-Star MVP. I know everybody talking about, man, the All-Star game was trash. But like, and yes, I agree. Like, Luka was doing some bullshit out there. Jokic was doing some bullshit out there. Luka put up a half-court shot that was past that was way before the half-court line. It was like a third of the court. He just shooting it. Talking about a 2-for-1. Like, that's bullshit. That's shitting on the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And Adam Silver, you don't have to put your foot down, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. And he said something when he was presenting the trophy, like, congratulations, the East. Y'all put up the most. I'm laughing. Oh shit. I'm laughing just thinking about that shit. That nigga said, you could hear the sarcasm in his voice. He was like, man, y'all, congrats, y'all the first team to score 211 points in the game. But yeah, Adam Silver, he definitely gonna be cooking up some. I think a one-on-one game is definitely gonna be very, very exciting. It's gonna expose a lot of niggas. But back to the All-Star game itself, I really ain't have no huge expectations for it. And you could definitely feel the energy because Stephen Curry didn't start. Like Shea and Luka deserve to start because they both averaging like 30 apiece and they doing their thing. But Curry should have been starting that much. He the type of nigga who he need to start in the All-Star game. And I also feel like, because this goes along with Dame. Dame Lillard, he did it last year. He pulled up exactly behind the half-court line. Easy money. He did it twice this year. Curry, I don't even think he even tried to attempt a three-point half-court shot. Which it could have been a signal like, man, I know this Dame thing. I ain't trying to look like I'm trying to copy him, or I ain't trying to go at him or nothing like that, because I'm already proven in his head. But really, I would like to see Curry try to shoot from half court. But let's keep this shit all in 100. We should all agree now that Damian Lillard is the better I won't say long distance, but he has way more range than Curry. Curry is the better shooter. Curry is the greatest point guard I ever saw, and he's the best shooter I ever saw. But Damian Lillard has the most range of a three-point shooter ever. When he's behind that half-court line, he's shooting the ball. It looks like a regular jump shot. But when you pay attention to Curry, no matter if it's an All-Star game or if it's a regular game, when he is shooting behind the half-court line, he's pushing it like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, so y'all don't act dumb. But Damian Lillard, he won the All-Star MVP. And it's really getting overshadowed because of all the controversy with coming with the All-Star weekend. Like I have all the platforms that I listen to. I don't listen to First Take and shit no more. Yeah, excuse me, I'm sick. But I don't listen to First Take, so I don't care what they gotta say. But it is what it is. And Gilbert Arenas, they didn't even mention the fact that Damian Lillard won the 3-point contest and he won the All-Star MVP. Like Damian Lillard all of a sudden has become one of the most hated players in the league, and he was once beloved because he was loyal to a fault. He was so goddamn loyal that niggas started hating him for it because he wanted to stay in Portland. And now that the Bucks are kind of struggling, even though they're the third team in the West, and I agree with y'all. I want Damian Lillard to get a ring above anybody else besides Kevin Durant. But they the third team in the East, bro. Like, I agree. Ever since they got Doc Rivers, I was mad as fuck. Like, I can't stand Doc Rivers. I can't stand that nigga. Like, I can't stand his ass. But it is what it is. But Dame is averaging like 25 points a game. Everybody's like, he falling off. Like, nah, bro. He's in a shooting slump. I ain't gonna lie, but that happens to even the greatest of players. It's gonna happen. He's going through some mental issues. He's going through a divorce and things like that. But he's gonna pick up the slack, which he has proven this All-Star weekend. This nigga won the 3-point contest and the All-Star MVP. But both of those individual instances, they both been overshadowed by something. The 3-point contest, it got overshadowed by Steph Curry and Sabrina. The All-Star MVP got overshadowed by how trash the game was entirely. And motherfuckers not even appreciating that this nigga Dame Lillard is putting up behind half-court line effortlessly. Like, real deal. Damian Lillard is that nigga, bro. And I agree 100%. Like, I'm a real Damian Lillard fan. So I agree. That nigga don't play. He don't play defense at all. Swear to God, that nigga don't play no damn defense. It was sometimes I was watching the Bucks play on League Pass, and that nigga was just letting anybody drive passes there. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing? But besides that nigga is an absolute bucket. He's a leader. And what I feel the Bucks need to do is they need to run their offense through Dame. Like, set up plays, set up shooting screens, set up down screens for Dame to shoot. And run more pick and roll with Giannis, him individually. Because when I be watching the game, when Brook Lopez be trying to set Dame some screens sometimes, he be in the way sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because, Brook Lopez trying to fade to the 3. And he's not really, it's a threat in the pick and pop, but if you're not really trying to get to the post and niggas know that, you're gonna fuck up the spacing a little bit. You know what I mean? So Giannis is gonna be Giannis. Giannis is gonna get his points. He's more of a transition player ahead of a steam player. You need to set up your offense around a guy who can get buckets in a half-court setting. And Damian Lillard has more than proven that he's a capable person of doing that. So that's my little take on the Bucks. But Damian Lillard has become very underrated. Nobody is really appreciating his greatness right now. This nigga won the 3-point contest and the All-Star MVP. And it's both in both events is being overshadowed. So I just want to put that light on there. Y'all let me know how I feel about my take. Like I said, I apologize for coughing. I've been like sick for like a damn month, and now all of a sudden I'm coughing and shit. Now coughing up mucus, but I'm gonna fuck with y'all on the next one. Y'all be smooth out there. Y'all got any more sports take? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gone.